No, not ready yet? Wait, I can give her back. Wait, do you have the guild leader, Taylor? Are you the free company master right now? Alright, we're in. Is my camera lagging? Oh yeah, it is. I see it. It stopped now, right? Let's see. I made sure I closed down my WoW and stuff, so I think it should be good now. What? I thought that was my character for a second. Oh, didn't I have a... Wait, do I still have it? I used to have stuff on my Stream Deck. No, I think I lost it because I reset my Stream Deck. So I don't have them now. I need to get that back where I could like change my job using my app. I mean using my Stream Deck. That would be really good. Best I can do is to give you officer. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Alright, so what do? We have a lot of things that we could do. Let's take a look at our reputations real quick. Let's take a look. Okay, Heaven's Ward, everything is maxed. Everything is maxed. Very happy with that. Stormblood, everything is maxed. Everything. Shadowbringers, we're working on it. Pixies is almost maxed. Huh. Okay. Realm Reborn, we are maxed with 3 of them. I forgot you did everything in FF2. Yeah, of course. Okay, I think we go for Sahagin and Amalja first. I may need to be reminded where to go though. Because I feel like finishing the older expansions makes more sense. Or in this case, it's not an expansion, it's the base game. So let's... I think it's time. Sup, Aiden? What's up, Wiz? Yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But yeah, thank you for reminding me about the Tataru cosplay. I think it's time to make something happen there as well. Alice is waiting patiently for the return of certain scions, not least of all, you. Can you remind me, is every scion safe right now? Like, we had a whole case of them being in this limbo, being asleep. Everyone's awake now? Yeah? Okay. Good news, Amy. Thancred and Uranger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? They woke up at the end of 5.3. Okay, gotcha. I'm lagging again? Oh yeah. I don't know what's going on. Ah, a welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Oh, I'm still lagging. One sec. I'm gonna see what I can do here on my end. Maybe if I do this, it should help a bit. Yeah, it's OBS issues. Okay, let's see. Whoa. see. I'm gonna test to cancel NVIDIA broadcast. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but let's try. Okay, and then use camera. I don't think it'll make a difference, but maybe. We have a new shorts. Oh, really? Nice. Oh, I know this one. Yeah, this is a short one. A new video. Oh, there you go. Check it out. And new shorts. It's a short one. Like you? No, not like me. I'm not short. I'm not short. Okay. Alright, let's see how this is now. I think it's better. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alize, Graha, and Iani. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Do I know about the fresh new problems? What changed? I closed another 5 tabs on my browser, and I also am using camera instead of NVIDIA broadcast camera, which I don't know if it would make a difference, but yeah. So I quit NVIDIA broadcast. You saw them at the end of 5.4? Okay, can I be reminded of what I saw? I'm assuming that it wasn't like 100% clear exactly of what I saw, but... So like, don't say the whole thing. Big towers showing up, tempering people, and no one knows why they're there or what they're doing, but they suck. Okay, towers that are tempering people are showing up. Okay. Here in the main world... Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help noticing that we're one Uri-Ranger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to apprise Raban and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lee said. Worse, in fact, devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and the Illard, however, were notable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps, or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception. The Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather transform it. Transform it? Into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold. Like something from a nightmare. According to Uri-Ranger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet, as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed. Or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Daniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for you, Ranger. Which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be wary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been in my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryl. We need not all attend. Okay, sounds like a plan. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we'll have to speak with your ranger before the meeting. Yep. Yeah, I remember Daniel. Wasn't he the one with the crazy face? Yeah, I remember. Asahi? Was that his other name? Yeah, he was the brother. Oh, was it the brother of Yotsuyu? I remember he was brother of someone. The voice actor also streams on Twitch? Right, that's so cool. Regularly? My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I to see you all hale and whole. As are we to see you safely returned from a mission, you ranger. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome? Well, well, if it isn't Alpha Node and his merry band. Hello. Arenvald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me to be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller. After a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Very funny. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. How much time has gone in the normal world? Watch mad because small. Yeah, it's the real recap. Not long. Like a few weeks, was it? Couple weeks, yeah. Okay. Because time went differently, right? Alright. And may I remind you that we, Elezen, are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great Aurochs, such as yourself, will crane your neck to meet my eye. Alright, I'm looking forward to seeing that, Alfie. Aye, 'twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions. Though Munbrida, I remember her, towered over me nonetheless. Arenvald brings out the best in Alfie, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. So, what exactly brings you here? Oh, for Dola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? Eh? What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? If Fordola is going with him, that must mean... My apologies. As Arenvald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it. Sounds good. I don't remember what character that is. Forola? Who is that?
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. There's no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war.
Is the volume okay?
Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Yeah? Okay. Fordola was the... Oh, the traitor Alamiga. Oh. Didn't we, like, befriend her or something in the end? Or, like, we became friendly? Or did we try, but she didn't want to? She was too set in her ways. She did. She helped us. Okay. She is trying to redeem. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I kind of feel like I remember. She's trying to redeem herself. She helped us and then she went back to jail. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
The final days.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoid's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm.
Fandaniel.
And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Yeah, like
Whenever
Ramon.
and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Yep.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Okay.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered.
An ear-splitting roar.
But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked.
Okay.
Glory be to Garlemald.
Oh, my character is so cute.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Okay, so this is the first time they're talking about how in the past things have been tempered to specific primals, right? But in this case now they're tempered to like a whole town or a nation. And that's never happened before, right? Wait, why was I thinking you'd finished Endwalker? Because of the amount of hours I spent in the game, but I spent a lot of those hours doing triple triad and dailies for reputations and mount farming and stuff like that instead.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses.
They still refer to them as beast tribes here.
And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers.
Okay.
Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in
Ixal as well. So like everyone's being abducted. Everyone's getting kidnapped.
The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
Yeah.
With the support of Xenos,
oh,
it seems
Nanamo.
likely that
Look at her lovely
Fandania has
face.
rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Wait, what is Telophoroi? I don't remember what that is. Telophoroi. Baymeric, yeah, I like that name. Do you guys remember we had a dinner with Baymeric? We had a little date. And then he ditched. Yeah, couldn't believe it actually. He just ditched. Fen Daniels group? Okay. Okay, I see. So like his little faction.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma.
Vixero, the gifted sub to Nanamo. Thank you, Vixero. Gifted sub to Nanamo. Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with the Doma.
The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
He's confident. It's her, right?
What?
That's
Resistant
Raban's
to primal
choice?
influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
Wait, who's resistant to primal influence?
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
The ones with Echo? Wait, why do they have Echo? Did they always have Echo? I know the Echo is resistant. Yeah, okay. I understand that. Fordola had it. Oh, the artificial one. I remember that one. Okay. And what about Arenvald? How did he get it? He was born with it? Okay. I don't remember him having the Echo. I don't remember him being special.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
I thought it was only us and, like, Minfilia. I thought it was only us and Minfilia who had it, no one else.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do
Except
it
the
100
Surgical
times
one, I
over.
do remember that.
We won't let you down.
And Kryl.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Okay, let's go.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
Arnold was kind of slipped into the story at post Stormblood MSQ. Stormblood still kind of like who compared to Kryl? Yeah, I don't actually remember Arnold, not gonna lie. Come on, let's talk outside. Yep. I find the idea of surgically putting in echo in people, I think that's really interesting. I hope there's going to be more info on that. Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore. Okay, so he's going to explain to us what's going on.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamoldva and Vamar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Okay.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
Says the 30-year-old boy.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
Fair enough.
And you, Fudola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Eldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
So the Empire's finished, is it? Well, that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head!
Xenos.
I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Okay, I guess she's feeling a little bit confused in her head. Like, what has she been doing? What happened? What's the correct faction? What's going on? She wants answers, yeah.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
Oh my god, Vixera, you reminded me. They extracted Echo from Kryl and they kidnapped her back in store. Now I remember, the whole thing was really brutal. The whole thing was really brutal. Huh. I remember. Are you just starting off Endwalker? I'm still technically in Shadowbringers, but I'm getting ready for Endwalker, yeah. Aww.
If you finish
Happy
with your
scene.
touching display of camaraderie, I have a question.
Okay.
Which tower are you planning to investigate exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead.
Pagalthan.
There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Okay.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Wait, didn't Alfie like almost drown or something?
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life.
Right? I remember. It was like a small little thing. No Endwalker MSQ, why do you write that? Because there's a new Endwalker patch. So I want people to know that I'm not doing that patch. In case people are avoiding patch streams, you know, for spoilers. So I'm just letting people know. Just letting people know. I'm still in Shadowbringers. Thanks, now I know. Yeah, no worries. Do you think there's a better way to write that? That's more clear for a person just tuning in? Yeah, 6.4 just came out. So I'm just making it clear that I'm not doing Endwalker MSQ.
You know. You coming with me?
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Van Daniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming.
Yeah, maybe we'll just let's do that. Shadowbringers MSQ. There we go.
I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alphino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime.
He said it! Hey, I was gonna call him 13, not 12. 12 is next level. That means he's not even a teenager. Literal child.
No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
Let's give it our all. Okay.
He does not want for conviction. That much is certain. So let us have faith in him.
My
him
character is tiny, not gonna lie.
While
not
they
small.
see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Okay. What's a lunar Bahamut?
Ah, bloody thing.
Oh, Tataru!
Can you hear me? It's Tataru.
Hi, Tataru.
I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Oh, okay, that's great news.
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut.
Oh no.
But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Great.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
What's Bonanza?
Gladly. I'll see to
Oh,
it
that
as
was the
soon
dragon
as
that
Kyle and I
Daniel
get back to the
had,
Rising Stones.
which attacked
Good
me at the
luck.
end of 5.4. The Scion airship. Okay, gotcha. As Kryle and I get back to Rising Stones, good luck. Did Kryle have any... did Kryle have any, like, bad, permanent, things from the torture? You know what I mean? Did she have any, like, permanent damage in any way? Because I don't remember. It's really good to see you doing the MSQ again. I hope you will be able to do it this time around. I hope you enjoy. Thank you, Kalandros. Now, I'm sure people who are around now are people who just support me, so I'm sure it'll be a much, much better experience now. Not as far as we know, okay. For the permanent brain damage Lalas have. Lalas do not have permanent brain damage. What you're referring to is being a genius, okay? And that's not having a damage, that's just having more knowledge than the rest of you guys, okay? Get it right.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
Okay.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Don't listen to him, he plays a cat girl. I know, he's so basic. He is so basic. So, Estinian was bound for Ishgard. Oh, it's a new quest now. Right? Yeah, okay. And it's still Shadowbringers? Yeah, we completed one quest. One quest down. This is quest number 2. Yep, still 5.5. Okay, nice. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there is no time to lose. And Ishgard. So we go here now. Oh, the snowy area. I always like this place. All present? Good. Let us split up and search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to this place... We're not new to this place. Graha and I will look around the open spaces. Oh, Graha and Alice, okay. The squares and markets and whatnot. You and Amy can delve into the nooks and crannies. Yeah, that's fair enough. Very well, let us reconvene at the airship landing later. With or without Estinian. Good luck. I think I shall begin at the Skystone Manufactory, so perhaps you could try the congregation. Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return. Sure. Wow, I need so much MSQ progress. You should go check out the Golden Saucer, play Triple Triad, then Gate. Then the Gate, then Chocobo Racing. Wait, what's the Gate? Oh, the gates! I do remember. Yeah. The mini games. I remember. Okay. Yeah, I remember now. I'm going to the wrong place. This way? Yes. Oh, I remember Lucia. Good day to you, Word of Light. Lord Aymeric sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search of him. To what, then, do we owe the pleasure of your visit? I see. No, we were not aware if Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking audience with Lord Aymeric, only to find him absent. In any event, I am afraid I can't help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. One of the companions. Athenarum Astrologicum. Okay, we can teleport there. Only went to the Florida Gold for the first time a few weeks ago. Oh, there's a new jump puzzle? Oh. Yeah, we moved to that new house in Ishgard, right? Managed to 100% achievements and wow, thank you. Well, we're working again. It's a new patch. We're working on all of them again. Yeah, we should visit the house today. True, true, true.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way
Alice had never
Alphino
met
goes
him?
on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
It was pretty complicated, wasn't it? Oh, there he is.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
Well, there he is. Hello.
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Holy, he is tall.
Too long.
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
Oh my god. No. You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. Wait, twice as rugged? Isn't rugged like messy? There is no way she looks more rugged. She's cleaner, isn't she? Sort of, yes. Yeah, he should have said that she looks more rugged. He should have said that he looks more fixed up. You're like more boyish? Yeah, he should have said the opposite. It's because she does more fighting than Alfie? Oh.
Quieter, though.
Oh my god.
Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I am not Alphino!
Oh! Yep. Okay, she said it.
If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged?
Yeah, what do you mean, rugged?
Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Actual molding.
Estinian
He's in
Lump,
so much shock.
the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side.
Completely stunned.
To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Oh my god. This whole scene.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Oh my god.
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting.
Yep, you did hear her shouting. Is Graha sarcastic or is he serious?
Estinian! It's been too long.
Oh, he's not gonna be happy to see him anymore. Or like, he's not gonna be unhappy, but he's like too stunned to be properly happy. He's serious. He's actually a big fanboy.
Understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
Aww.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
A spoiled little lordling forever. I mean, Alfie, you're kind of still a spoiled little lordling, not gonna lie. That hasn't changed. Estinian, you're supposed to say that. It hasn't changed.
At least someone's having a good time. You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
Huh? Why comparing to Arenvald? Perhaps he sees them as the brothers he never had? Oh, maybe like both of them. Yeah, okay. I think he learned how to talk with people rather than at them. Well, you can't keep them all to yourself forever. Yeah, let's say that to her.
Keep him
second one. Should I do the second one?
You're joking, aren't you? I'd be glad if someone would take him off my hands.
I don't know if I believe you, Alice.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Aziz La.
Aziz La? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Aziz La, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Makes sense. It's a good call. Good lead.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Aziz La together? I'm
That's
not
a
sure
great
if Tatara
idea,
mentioned
Alfie.
this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
Oh, the Scions airship is a new thing?
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh! I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
Why is she so annoyed?
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
A little less blunt. Still Smalding. Yeah, I do remember Graha being a big fan of us. I do remember that. He was a big fan of us. Saying she looked rugged was saying she looks tough and mainly rough. Pronounced rugged is like Strider. Or the regular movies. Yeah. I guess I forgot the part about her being more of a fighter than Alfie. Yeah, I kind of forgot that, I think. But it makes sense. Makes sense. It has been quite some time since last I set foot in Zisla, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit? Alas not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Annie is a person to ask. As far as I know, she's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. Even now, she remains a prisoner of the Allagan Empire. Let's just say it helped that Midgard Summer was there to introduce me. ... I remember Midgard Summer. Ah yes, you were a friend of her father. I too have met with Tiamat. After the Dragonsong War came to a close, I came here to speak with her. A worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wish to know if she yet harbored thoughts of vengeance, and asked as much. She said no. And left. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her, even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. He cares about her. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. Once you restored leadership? Oh, really? Oh, cool. Thank you. Nice. Thank you. I'm leader of the Free Company again. And also, I just completed another quest, I think. I was here before with Graha and Alice learning about how to cure tempering. Which chapter was that? Yeah, does Mio need any kind of special role? I don't really know what roles we have. In 5.4, okay. Promote Mio back to actions, okay. Let's see how we do this. Like, trying different binds to open social. No, maybe we go here. Free Company. Tsukino. I remember Sailor Moon, her surname was Tsukino. Is that where you got your name from? Or is it a common surname, maybe? No, I didn't do it. Oh, Taylor did it. I was like, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. I made it up? I don't know? Okay. That's fair. Yeah, so Sailor Moon, at least in the Swedish version. Wait, what is Sailor Moon called in the English version? Sailor Moon English name. Yeah, Usagi Tsukino. This is her, like, human name. Alright. Oh, damn, yeah. I'm a huge Sailor Moon fan. I thought her name was Sailor Moon. Her name is Sailor Moon when she transforms into the hero. Like, heroess. Basically. How many more quests do we have, by the way? The old English name was Serenity, like the 90s translation? No, I think Serenity was the name of the queen of that special planet. The queen of the moon. So, like, spoilers. They are looking for this queen. Or princess. For several seasons. And that princess is called Serenity. And, okay, actual spoilers, don't listen now. What is discovered is that her, the main character, Sailor Moon, Usagi, is in fact Serenity herself. She just doesn't remember. She lost all her memories of being a queen or princess or whatever it is. I think it was something like that. Her English name in this 90s was Serena? It was? I don't know about that. But I do remember something about Serenity. I think that was her princess name. but I could be wrong. The thing is, in Swedish, she wasn't even called any of that at all. She was called just Annie. That was her name. She was Annie Tsukino. 4 requests of 5.5 to 1 dungeon and 3 of 5.55. Okay, cool. In that case, that means that we have quite a bit more to do. I unironically like the 3rd season, so the one with Uranus and Neptune. I actually never watched those. I never got that far. Because the Swedish translations, I think they ended after the 1st or 2nd season. And then I watched some in English, but I never got that far. Never got that far. Alright, let's do another quest. I think we can do at least one more quest. So you said 4 more quests. Okay. Tiamat awaits. This way. I'm watching anime and dub. I would love to watch Sailor Moon again. But we're talking like hundreds of episodes. It's not easy. Yeah, maybe we should do a watch party. Watch in Swedish. No, I actually don't mind watching in English. I've watched it a little bit in English too. My sire's mortal companion. What bringeth thee back to this forsaken place, child of man?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Okay. That my sins should be repeated. I sensed not the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth. I know of none. Save the dragons of Miracidia, our children. The icon claimed their souls when first he manifested. And robbed of their will, they became tools for the Allagan's dark designs.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Captives of a lost empire, neither alive nor dead, existing only to preserve Bahamut's corporeal form.
Yes. I heard her say Mira and Ashan. I can understand dragon speech. The dragons of Miracidia are at the mercy of this Asian. There can be no other explanation. Accursed Asians, vile minions of darkness. Again, you would profane the memory of my beloved? And strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths to which you will not stop? Stoop? Stoop? Can they understand her, by the way? I just realized.
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
Yeah, the words sound like English in their minds. Okay. What wouldst thou have from me, Slayer of Dragons? Oh, it can't be nice to be called a Slayer of Dragons when you're talking to a dragon, can it? That feels a bit bad, I think.
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Meracidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Whoa. What is going on? Did he piss her off? Wow. Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire, but words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with icons cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Thank you, Alfie, for explaining. That's great. Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even I had the strength to resist. I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb. Why is she imprisoned?
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
We can't free her?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner. Not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
No, we can't, but she's tempered, but now we have cure. Wait, is she still tempered, technically speaking? A chance to make amends. To lay Bahamut's memory to rest. Yeah? Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. Or if I knew before, I forgot. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary. And now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn and to all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. So are we gonna try the cure on her? How do we know if it works or not? The Algots captured Tiamat and many other Mercedinians and took them to Sislaw, where they were confined to the Delta Quadrant. Regretting the mistake she made with Asians, Tiamat made no effort to break from her bindings and penance even long after Alag fell. While Porxies have been shown to be effective at curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. And we need to try it while she's still contained, right? Then before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Alligans kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. We shall leave that to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. I know Alfie and Annie here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of the star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. True. Mayhap when our work here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. Sounds cozy. And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. What do you mean? Tataru would never make you feel bad for accepting something like that. I see. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, though. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the flagship. Ah yes, we are familiar with it. The Etherochemical Research Facility in particular. Yep. Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Oh? What's that for? Spirit vessel. Which you just happen to be carrying around with you. I suppose that could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambrose, Urianger, and I are researching the use of spirit vessels in the transference not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being of royal blood. And armed with this spirit vessel, I posit that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try at least. Agreed. We will take good care of it. To the flagship then. Guards the blood of Algan royalty. He's seen his key to a lot of Algan. Yeah, I remember. He was special. I remember. Go to the middle. Righteous indignation. Going up a bit? How far up? This is a cool structure. Even more up?
Welcome back to FFXIV.
Smosh! Thank you! Welcome back, thank you! And thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you very much for the Prime. Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we've learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Obstreperous node. Kerr, data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause, intruder interference. Advise deployment of automated combat units. Proceed? Combat units? Oh, another one here. Malodorous node. Bzzt. Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance. Bzzt. Okay, one more. I see it. Clamorous node. Bleep bloop. Warning. Scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in 2,000 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Alright. We noted those down. IKEA bot. I remember IKEA bot. I remember. I'm afraid Estinian and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? I did. A node which smelled like burned hair. Yes, a chirping node which spontaneously warned me about neglecting the dragon restraints. I found a way to activate mechanical sentries, if that's any help. Let's talk about burned hair. I know the one, though I thought the stench more akin to a fire in a manure shed. But it seemed likelier to explode than grant our wish. Surely there must be another. It's the same options. Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the node of which Graha spoke. And it was chirruping, you say? Very well, let's take a closer look. Okay. Hey, Andy, what's up, Dylan? Dylan Overforce? Okay, this node. Bleep. Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? Bleep bloop. You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologists and members of the royal family. Or those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps. I was like, wait, that's Alfie. That's not the bot. It's like, wrong person. Bleep. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Bloop. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. Estinian Wormblood, yes. He's like, question mark, question mark. Very funny. But if that thing speaks my name, I shall see that it never speaks again. Use your own. Annie Fuchs, in case you've forgotten. I have not forgotten my name, Estinian, okay? Bloop. Username changed. Welcome, Annie Fuchs. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Bleep, bloop, bleep. Bleep, bloop, error. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen Tiamat. A system update is required. Guys, you need to update your drivers. You can't do things like this. A system update? What do you suppose it is asking us? I could hazard a guess. To smash it to pieces. Yeah, that's it. Now that I do understand, you can go first. User agitation detected. Initiated guidance program. Bloop. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So, can this thing release the restraints or not? It can, but only once it's received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating PlayStation protocols. Bloop. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without it. Righteous indignation. So it's like listening to us and adjusting its behavior based on that. This ball looks like my mount. Really? Oh, you have a mount that looks like this? Another quest down, actually. Yeah, that was another quest down. That was another quest down. So we have 3 more quests and 1 is a dungeon. I think we continue tomorrow in that case.